Hey y'all, it's Holly. It's been a little bit. But in the meantime, I had seen Goat, the new Sony animated animation movie about a goat playing basketball. It was fun. It's not. I don't want to say better than I expected, but it's one of those things where I just wasn't hearing much about it. Um, there wasn't a over a lot of people seeing it at my theater, like enough, like some kids, but like it wasn't doing it. I mean, it's still out, but it wasn't like busy, busy, busy kind of thing for it. It's definitely out there, but it is good. Like it's the animation's naturally good. There was a little bit like, especially at the end, there was a little bit of like, yeah, it looks not great, but I was like big crowd shots, nothing horrible. Um, especially like when the actual basketball is, it's very well done. Really gets you into it. The characters are all good. The voice acting is all good. Like there are definitely recognizable names, 100%. Like for general audiences, somewhat, and for like people who keep up with things, yes. Like Patton Oswalt, I don't want to look it up, but why am I blanking on his name? Hold on. Sorry. The perks are trying to do this freehand, as always. Aaron Pierre, Gabrielle Union, David Harbour, Nick Kroll, Jennifer Lewis, Jelly Roll, Colin McCollin, McClellan, McClellan, and Steph Curry. Steph Curry is an executive producer on this, and he does pretty well. He plays the giraffe in this, so he's like the chill kind of guy. Of course, he plays the tallest person. Um, but it is, I don't, it's one of those ones where it's the newcomer plus the old comer, I guess. The new one trying to prove himself, but also trying to prove that anyone can do it. It's like anyone can cook, but anyone can play basketball. Um, I think there's a lot within this movie that I know is not necessarily geared to, but heavily entrenched and like influenced by like black culture kind of thing. And that's not like me saying it too. Like there's a good video by Man of a Thousand Thoughts who went on to that whole thing. And he does a way better job than I ever could, in multiple ways. But and like even my very basic knowledge is like, yeah, I was able to catch a lot of it anyway. But well, the basic stuff, sure. But it definitely is. I don't want to say it's a sleeper hit, but it feels like one. Um, it's interesting because it's really well done. Like I said, and I don't think it's getting like the pull that most people are thinking it should. Like nothing. Um, I feel like if this came out like spring or summer, it would do a lot better. But the fact that it's still in like the early part of the year does hinder it a bit. Um, oh, by the way, as much as Nick Kroll can be a little abrasive, his character, Moto, is the best character. Moto is great. Moto is fun. Um, like all the characters are really good. I had more to say, but no, I liked it. I'm not the biggest basketball fan. Like I watched it in the 90s, like everyone did. Um, and I kind of fell out of favor, once I moved here, like when I was in Texas, like for early part of my years, um, I watched it more because, like, that was like the height of Michael Jordan around there. And then also, like, I was watching the Mavericks and stuff like that, but then got here, I didn't care as much. Um, and like, I may go to a game here and there, but it's not like a big thing I do. Um, but it definitely like felt like, oh yeah, this is why people like it. Like it's one of those things was it really felt like you get why people like it, you get why people want to be a part of it. And I do want to see like the team take a similar approach to other sports, like the use of the animals and like their animal powers, animal features is very interesting. And I feel like that would work especially well for like a wrestling kind of thing, like a wildlife wrestling federation or something. I don't know. Uh, the WWE, WWF, right? Um, which would be fun. Like imagine that kind of thing with animals. Um, and you can certainly mess with that with cruiserweights and lightweights and different belts and things like that. Baseball would be interesting. Football too. Like I think, like just create a new subgenre of like furry movies, but sports furry movies would be very fun. Um, and I feel like the wrestling one already has several wrestlers who know how to do voiceover. You got Rock, you got Roman, you got Punk. I think Big Show has done something. So it was definitely, oh yeah, Undertaker, Chris Jericho, because they appeared in a Scooby Doo thing. John Cena. Yeah, no, you got enough people. I think it'd be fun. And enough nerdy wrestlers who would love to be a part of that. Um, it'd also be fun to see what animals they would choose to be, you know? Um, but that's a topic for another time, if that ever happens. Uh, But yeah, no, this was definitely good. It's definitely worth checking out. I saw an RPX, which I don't think is necessarily needed, but it definitely like helped immerse. Um, but yeah, I liked it. It was definitely good.